Yeah.
At,
So,
at this time in your career, that's probably the largest platform that you're on. How did life change for you when that album dropped?
well, good. Everything was, gonna be good. So we ready again. We ready again.
So, so what eventually happens to the street knowledge deal between 91, 92 before you get with Mercury?
Well, everybody was splitting up. Deals was going around the table, and so people was willing to pack up and move out if it was going to be a higher price. And so this is kind of like what we experienced during that time. And uh, so that's basically how it dissolved.
Were you supposed to be up next at certain point as far as dropping? Was there
Well,
like a timeline?
I think I was coming in up the bat after Cam. Because it was Yo Yo, the Lynch Mob, Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien, my boy, and did I say Yo Yo? Because Yo Yo was in that mix too. And I think I was like maybe fourth or fifth in line. So I had other stuff on the table. So I just no love lost, but people move around and do what they got to do. You know.
Right. Was it easy? Was it easy getting out of that deal, or was it just
Nah, well, it wasn't hard. It wasn't like a problem type of deal like that. So it wasn't hard to do. It wasn't hard to get out of the deal. I was just more or less, how you leaving somewhere, you leaving going out of town. Your cousin's like, "Damn, you leaving?" It was more like that
right?
than anything. So, but other than that, no, it wasn't really hard getting out of the deal.
93, you caught on fire. You appeared on King T's album, the Trifling album.
Oh yeah.
You two were also together on Colorblind. Could you talk a little bit about your relationship and how that led to you appearing on the Trifling album?
Well, I believe we had did something before the Trifling album. Me and King T, we go back to kind of like Cadillac Seats. So I had, matter of fact, he was one of the first people that I actually did some ghostwriting for, and I was with the I Should Diss You record, and so me and him we already kind of had went back. So he had planned on at least giving me some sort of feature on any of the future projects, and I think that was one of them.
I believe that track was Ho Before the Homie. What do you remember most about that studio session?
Oh, damn, that studio session, I can't really even remember that one, to be honest with you. I can't even remember, because if I could recall like where we were, I think we might have been at Echo Sounds in Glendale. I think I'm not. I want to make that for sure, but I think that's where we were at when we did that particular song.
Like I said, 93, you were on fire. You appeared on Tupac Strictly for My Niggas on the track Peep Game.
Oh yeah.
Talk a little bit about your relationship with Tupac leading to this particular project.
Well, me and Tupac had met at a. We had met at a. Uh, it was a record industry party. You know, I used to do the parties. I forgot the names of them, what they used to call them and stuff. But like a BRE type of thing. You know what I mean? Where all the groups come together. And so um, he was friends with Above the Law. So I knew Above the Law. You know, um, so I knew of them and everything. So um, our first date didn't go too good. I could say that. He liked my little chick, and I think she kind of liked him too. But I just wasn't having it. I wasn't going for it. So that's kind of how me and Tupac met. You know, and then we just so happened to run into each other. We knew the same people, so we kind of ran into each other once again at the studio. And I think he was more or less saying, "Come on, man, let's get off on a better start, because our last start didn't, it wasn't so great." Because I was like, "Nigga, fuck you, nigga." What? I was tripping. I was stupid too. I was real dumb. Oh my goodness, I was young and stupid. So, uh, so when we met up the second time, we kind of got a chance to start, knowing each other. Because he knew of me, I knew of him, but we didn't know each other, you know what I mean, if you will. And so we kind of sat down, talked, we smoked a couple of blunts and shit, we drinking and shit, chilling and shit. He was like, man, we got to do a song. I was like, yeah. I was like, get the beat. And I think he was in a session with Bobcat. And so Bob, like, I got a beat for y'all. Y'all want a beat? We were like, yeah, yeah, put it up. Boom. He put the beat up. I was like, yeah, right there. That's a nice one. He was like, okay. I was like, well, man, just give me a copy because I think I had a session next door. I was in a whole nother session, my own session, finishing up my album and shit. I think I was doing either that or I was doing something for Fridays or something like that. I know I was doing something. And so he says, yeah, man. So write the song. I said, well, I'll write my verse. I'll be, it ain't gonna take me no time. He said, no, I want you to write the whole song. I was like, oh shit, the whole song? Your part too? He was like, yeah, write my part too. Now, while he's saying this, he's already writing the song. This dude just finished the song in like 30 minutes, bro. He just finished the song in like 30 minutes. I'm watching him going to the vocal booth to go lay the damn song down. So I'm saying to myself, that kind of made me scratch my head. I was like, okay, what the hell's going on here? He doesn't need me to write his verse. So I had a hard time kind of figuring that out. I wasn't really the super ghost writer or anything yet. So I'm like wondering like why he wants me to write his verse. Apparently he had been listening to some of my previous stuff and like, yeah, give me some of that. So, but at the time, I didn't realize that. I just didn't. It just didn't. It went way over my head. Like, sure. So, but I ended up writing the whole song and stuff, and he liked it. And we laid it, and it was nice.
So you wrote Tupac's verse for that?
Yeah.
Wow, fun fact.
And it's about the broad. If you listen to the song,
Crazy. I'm going back to listen to it after this interview.
yeah, it's crazy.
So, what point do you land at Mercury, and what was so appealing about Mercury that you signed over there?
Well, when I went to Polygram, uh, that was my first major, deal, and it was nice. Even though things didn't work out the way according to plan, but everything was nice. They treated me well. It was cool company. You know, like I said, that was my first major deal. And they dug me. We went on a I think we did we do a college tour? I think we did something like a college tour or something. Something there when I was there, we did something everything was nice. Oh, one day I'm leaving. I'm leaving the office, the head office. I get on the elevator. Guess who's on the elevator?
Who's that?
Vanessa Williams.
Oh,
It's just me and her on the elevator. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. To where we both just started laughing because she realized I was under pressure. I turned around and looked at her. I said, oh my gosh. Hurry up, elevator, and hurry up and get to my floor so I can get out of here.
right.
Yeah, man. That was one of my most crazy experiences, man. I was on the elevator with her. It was just us two. And we both actually started laughing at the same time. She was looking at me like, I know you want to say something. I was looking at her like, I don't want to say anything.
Do you have regrets for not saying anything at this
I
time?
do, because I seen her on a podcast, not too, on a show, like probably like not too long ago. I was like, damn, I should have said something, something. We already labeled mates, but I should have said more. I should have said something. I was like, oh shit. But yeah,
Do
that was
you have
one
an
of my.
opportunity to run into her later on? Is that the only time?
I think that was the only time. Well, that was the only time I seen her. It was just me and her on the damn elevator. Like shit. I don't think it gets no better than that. You can't really top that part. So if I did, it wasn't as good as that. I tell you that.